Let's talk about something that sounds like science fiction. A machine that claims it can predict the future of your crypto investments. For years, people have dreamed of having a tool that could see into the future, especially when it comes to something as unpredictable as cryptocurrency. But now, with the rise of artificial intelligence, that dream is starting to look a little more real. Imagine a crystal ball, not powered by magic but by cutting-edge technology. This isn't fantasy, it's a super smart AI from China called DeepSeek, designed to analyze and forecast the wild world of crypto. People everywhere are buzzing about DeepSeek's bold predictions for 2025, especially when it comes to coins like XRP, Solana, and Bitcoin Cash. These aren't just random guesses, these are forecasts based on mountains of data and advanced algorithms. But here's the big question: can we really trust an AI to forecast the future of our money? After all, investing is about risk, and trusting a machine with your financial future is a big leap. Crypto is famous for its wild swings. One day you're celebrating huge gains, the next you're panicking as prices plummet. The market can change in seconds, and emotions often run high. Traditionally, investors have relied on experts, technical charts, and their own gut feelings to make decisions. But now, AI is stepping into the spotlight, promising to bring a new level of insight and speed. DeepSeek doesn't just look at price charts. It analyzes data in ways no human can, from historical price movements to real-time social media chatter, news headlines, and even global economic trends. The crypto market never sleeps. Every minute, millions of transactions, news stories, and tweets are flying around the globe, creating a non-stop stream of information. For humans, it's impossible to keep up with this flood of data, but for DeepSeek, it's just another day at the office. It processes information at lightning speed, 24/7. DeepSeek sifts through mountains of data, finds hidden patterns, and connects dots that most of us would never even notice. It's like having a team of analysts working around the clock, but faster and more precise. That's why its predictions are getting so much attention from both the media and investors. People want to know if this technology can really give them an edge. We're moving from asking what do the experts think to what does the AI think? It's a major shift in how people approach investing. In this video, we'll break down what DeepSeek is, how it makes its predictions, and what it's forecasting for XRP, Solana, and Bitcoin Cash. We'll look at the technology behind it and what makes it different from anything we've seen before. We'll also see how DeepSeek stacks up against traditional human analysts. Can AI really outperform the experts? Or is there still a place for human intuition? The goal is simple: to give you the full picture so you can decide for yourself whether to trust AI with your investments or stick with the old ways. So, is this the future of investing, or just another wave of high-tech hype? Let's dive in and find out together. So what is DeepSeek AI? Let's keep it simple, but also dig a little deeper to really understand what makes it unique. Imagine a librarian who's not only read every book ever written, but can instantly recall any fact, connect ideas from different fields, and even spot patterns no one else sees. That's DeepSeek, but for the entire internet and beyond. DeepSeek is what's known as a large language model, or LLM, developed in China. It's been trained on a staggering amount of text and code. Think trillions of words, lines of programming, and endless streams of online information. Unlike most general-purpose AIs, DeepSeek is designed with a sharp focus. It excels at coding, advanced reasoning, and making sense of complex systems, especially those found in the world of finance and technology, like the ever-shifting financial markets. This specialized skill set makes DeepSeek particularly fascinating for anyone interested in cryptocurrency predictions, where understanding subtle market signals can mean everything. But DeepSeek isn't just a parrot repeating what it's read. It's built to apply logic, analyze data, and reason through complex scenarios, much like a human expert would, only much faster. Its training data is vast and diverse: news articles, financial statements, scientific research, online discussions, and more. Engineers have fed it information from every corner of the digital world, so it can spot connections and trends that might escape even the sharpest analysts. For example, it learns how a single piece of regulation news can ripple through the crypto market, shifting prices in ways that aren't always obvious at first glance. Still, it's important to remember, DeepSeek isn't alive. It doesn't have feelings or intuition. It's a sophisticated pattern-matching machine built to process and analyze data at a scale humans simply can't match. When you ask DeepSeek for a prediction, it doesn't just guess. It runs massive calculations, weighing historical prices, current sentiment, economic signals, and the latest tech developments, all in a matter of seconds. It's a numbers game, but on a scale and speed that's simply impossible for any human team to replicate. That's why DeepSeek is making headlines around the world, with its bold and sometimes surprising calls in the crypto space. So how does it actually make those predictions? Let's take a closer look at the process behind the machine. How does DeepSeek predict crypto prices? The world of cryptocurrency is fast-paced and unpredictable, but DeepSeek uses advanced technology to make sense of the chaos. It's all about combining three powerful types of analysis, each offering a unique perspective on the market. First, technical analysis. DeepSeek's AI scans thousands of price charts, searching for hidden patterns and trends that even experienced traders might overlook. It looks for signals in the data, like support and resistance levels, moving averages, and unusual price movements. Second, sentiment analysis. By reading millions of social media posts, news articles, and online forums, DeepSeek gauges the overall mood of the market. Is the crowd feeling bullish, expecting prices to rise, or bearish, bracing for a drop? This helps anticipate sudden shifts in momentum. Third, fundamental analysis. DeepSeek digs deep into a project's core technology, developer activity, user growth, and tokenomics. It examines how active the development team is, how many people are using the platform, and whether the project's economics are sustainable. For example, DeepSeek might check GitHub for recent developer commits or track the number of active wallets for coins like Solana to measure real-world adoption and innovation. It blends all this information, charts, sentiment, and fundamentals, using complex algorithms that weigh each factor differently depending on the situation. For XRP, for example, DeepSeek might give more weight to legal news and regulatory updates than to trading volume, since these headlines can have an outsized impact on price. By running countless simulations and analyzing different scenarios, DeepSeek generates a wide range of possible price outcomes, helping traders prepare for any situation. This multi-layered approach allows DeepSeek to see the market from every possible angle, providing a comprehensive and nuanced view that few can match. That's why DeepSeek's predictions stand out. They're the result of sophisticated analysis, cutting-edge technology, and a relentless drive to understand the ever-changing world of crypto. Let's get to the predictions, starting with XRP. XRP's price has been held back by a long legal battle with the SEC. DeepSeek says 2025 could be a turning point if the lawsuit ends. Its bullish scenario, XRP could hit $3.50, near its all-time high, if the legal clouds clear. That would mean relistings on major exchanges and renewed adoption for payments. The conservative case, $1.20 to $1.50, if legal issues drag on or the outcome is mixed. Even then, a general crypto bull market could lift XRP. DeepSeek's model puts huge weight on the SEC case. It's the main driver. It also considers Ripple's global partnerships, which keep growing despite US legal troubles. Bottom line, solve the legal problem and XRP could soar. Next up, Solana, known for blazing fast transactions and low fees. After bouncing back from the FTX collapse, Solana's ecosystem is booming. DeepSeek's high-end prediction SOL could reach $600 in 2025, smashing its old record. That assumes a strong bull market, continued developer growth, and successful Solana-based projects. The conservative forecast? $300, $350, still a big gain from today. This scenario factors in moderate growth and possible network issues. Even then, Solana stands out as a top performer. DeepSeek's prediction is all about adoption and technology. More users and projects mean more value, a network effect. Unlike XRP, Solana's future depends on innovation, not legal outcomes. DeepSeek is betting Solana has the speed to win. Now, Bitcoin Cash, often overlooked but making a comeback. Created as a faster, cheaper version of Bitcoin, BCH has a loyal community. DeepSeek's high-end forecast, BCH could hit $2,000 in 2025, near its all-time high. This is tied to the Bitcoin halving and potential adoption if other networks get too expensive. The conservative case, $800, $1,000, still a strong return. BCH's fundamentals, low fees, established brand, and market cycles give it staying power. DeepSeek sees BCH as a solid alternative when Bitcoin fees spike. It's a comeback story based on fundamentals, not hype. How do DeepSeek's predictions compare to human experts? There's overlap, but also big differences. For XRP, most analysts agree the SEC case is key, but their targets are usually more cautious, $1 to $2. DeepSeek's $3.50 is much more bullish, likely because it models the impact of a positive ruling more aggressively. For Solana, human experts are bullish, but usually cap predictions at $400, $500, worried about network risks. DeepSeek, focused on user and developer growth, goes higher. For Bitcoin Cash, most experts have moved on, predicting modest gains. DeepSeek's $2,000 target is far more optimistic, based on data, not narrative. The AI doesn't care about hype, it just follows the numbers. As exciting as these predictions are, nothing is guaranteed. The biggest wildcard, the overall market cycle. If there's no bull run, all bets are off. Regulation is another game changer. Positive laws or new ETFs could send prices soaring. Crackdowns could crash the market. Technology and adoption matter too. Solana's edge could vanish if a better blockchain appears, or if it suffers outages. For XRP, adoption by banks is crucial. If they go elsewhere, its use case weakens. Real-world adoption is tough to predict, even for AI. And then there are black swan events, unpredictable shocks like pandemics or exchange collapses. DeepSeek can't foresee the truly unknown. Its predictions are based on history and known variables. In crypto, there's no such thing as a sure thing. So, would you trust an AI with your investments? DeepSeek analyzes mountains of data, free from emotion and bias. Its predictions for XRP, Solana, and Bitcoin Cash are data-driven, not random guesses. But remember, these are probabilities, not guarantees. The crypto market is wild and unpredictable. AI forecasts are just one tool. Use them alongside your own research and judgment. Some will trust the AI's logic, others prefer human intuition. Maybe the smartest move is to blend both. What do you think? Let us know in the comments.